Morning, it's now 9:25. We had a very pleasant night stop and we're heading off now on our last day. We're going down first of all to the Tesla supercharger at the exit services at Ondara, and that's 150 miles, so about 2.5 hours, and it's estimating that we'll get there with 17% charge remaining. So we'll get on our way. Interesting, just outside there are only 4 bays and there's a Dutch ice car blocking one of the 4 Tesla bays. Has been all night. So 1 or 2 Tesla people have been unhappy because at one point the chargers were all full and there were people waiting. And that Dutch car is still blocking the bays. And that leaves only 1 Tesla bay.
In 500 feet,
but
turn right.
The Dutch car makes it very tight. Well, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday it was rain all the way. Today it's blue skies and sunshine. We're 21 degrees and it's looking very good for the day. Only 9:50, so it's building up nicely. Forecast is about 30 when we get to the villa, which makes a change from the 12 we were having when we came over the southern French hills. Just heading our way to Barcelona, and we've got a couple of hours to the lunch stop, so we should be there about midday. Well, we're doing about 30 miles an hour in heavy traffic. This is the AP7. Now the P on the AP7 shows that it's a toll motorway, and we've been using the AP7 for ages and it's always relatively quiet. But then a couple of years ago the government de-tolled it. It still holds the designation of AP7, but the advantage now is that we don't have to pay the toll fees to use it. The disadvantage now is that nobody else has to pay the toll fees to use it, so all the traffic that used to be on the Route Nationale or the other motorways all now use this one as the easiest route south. So there are times, particularly around the busy towns, where it just uses a big bypass and gets very clogged up. We're still looping around the sort of southern end of the Barcelona bypass now, and it's just mobbed with traffic. Projected range is 142 miles with 54% of battery remaining.
In 1,000 feet, stay straight to take the slip road towards Ondara.
We just pulled off the motorway now to go to our lunch stop, which is on the other side of the motorway.
Now stay straight to take the... In 500 feet, enter the roundabout and take the 3rd exit.
As we come out, we've got the services on the left and the Tesla chargers are immediately
now enter the
here.
Roundabout and take the 3rd exit. Left.
Lots of buses come here to stop, and there's a fair few in at the moment. But the Tesla chargers look empty. We don't need high-speed ones because we're going to be here for lunch. So I'll pull into one of the slower ones. and charging. And we're charging at 181 kilowatts and 25 minutes remaining to continue the trip, and it's about half an hour to 100%. So we're going into the services now to have lunch, and we'll be back fifth width. Lots of Tesla chargers here, a whole stack of V4s, and then on the other side some V3s. Lots of space inside, and it needs it because it's a bus break. Hi, it's 1 o'clock now. We got here at 12:27, so we've been dining for 33 minutes. We're back to the car. It's up to 96%, which is enough to continue the trip and to arrive at Ondara, which is our next stop, in 181 miles with 18%. So we'll unplug, no waiting for the car, and then as soon as I've unplugged we'll get back on the road. The river in Spain that never runs dry. Well, we're progressing nicely. Temperature is up to 31 degrees Celsius. We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes since our lunch break, and the next planned stop was going to be in Ondara, where there's a shopping centre, and we are going to stock up with essentials before we do the last few miles to the villa. There's also a Tesla supercharger there, so we could charge up while we're doing the shopping. However, we've decided, because of excessive drinking of Fanta and Fanta Orange and Fanta Lemon at lunchtime and my coffee, we're going to have to at some point make a loo break before we get to Ondara, which is an hour and a half away. So we're looking for the next services. We'll stop in, very quick pee break, even though the car doesn't need it, and then we'll jump back in, carry on down to Ondara, and let the car charge while we're doing our shopping. Okay, we've found some services and we're just about to pull in. It'll be literally a few minutes, as quick as we can, back in the car and carry on. So we're pulling into the services now, and the time is 14:13. We're on our way out, 14:31. Unfortunately, there were no loos this side of the auto route. Everything's on the other side, so we had to cross over and added a few minutes to the stop. However, we shouldn't need to stop now until we get to the shopping centre at Ondara.
Now turn right to stay on.
And hopefully there we'll be able to get the car on charge while we do our shopping. In UK, it's often interesting where somebody comes across from lane 2, does a dirty dive across you to get into to do an exit. In Spain, they solve this problem by having a solid white line on between lane 2 and a dotted line on this lane. So if I need to get out into lane 2 to overtake, it's fine. But once I'm in lane 2, I can't get back across until I've hit the end of the junction. So instead of saying, was it dangerous, wasn't it, and arguing in court, it's an absolute, he crossed a white line to get out the exit, therefore it's found guilty automatically. We're coming up to Ondara. We've chosen this one. We need to get some essentials for tonight. We'll do our big shopping probably tomorrow.
Your destination is on the left.
Hello, Tesla chargers. And there's quite a lot of them. Connected and charging. And while we're shopping, I've activated dog mode. Well, this is a very pretty frontage to get into the shopping centre. Well, we were in the shop for 35 minutes, got the essentials, and we've got 83% that it charged up while we were waiting. And this is the main street in Girona, which is the local capital. Well, we arrived at 5:30, it's now 6:30 and everything's unpacked, and this is the view from our bedroom. Nice big bed. Wardrobe. And bathroom. And from downstairs on the pool deck, we have the hot tub, lovely view down over the town.